because Thursday's night action, of course, follows a winning but volatile trading session for the three major indexes. So tech has been the major talk of the town when it comes to the Wall Street, given Monday's big sell-off that we saw earlier this week, sparked by developments out of China's DeepSeek artificial intelligence startup, as well as earnings reports coming in from key players over recent days. Now, they will also remain in focus. But speaking of advances, then, despite the advances that you saw coming in, Dow still is on track to finish the week higher. You do have the blue chip index that has risen about 1%. The S&P 500 then and NASDAQ composite are poised to also finish down by 0.5% and 1.4% respectively. And Friday, of course, also marks the last day of what has been a rocky January coming in for traders. Nevertheless, you do have the three major averages that are on pace for monthly gains, with the S&P 500 up 3.2%. So that's the kind of gain that you're seeing coming in for that index. Let's try and get that plate up on the screen as well. For the S&P 500, 3.2%, and the NASDAQ on pace for a 1.9% advance as well. When you take a look at the Dow, then that is the one that outperformed for the period, on track for a 5.5% jump at this point. But it was a rocky January indeed coming in for the Wall Street. In fact, on that note, let's quickly take a look at what oil also did, because oil prices also edged up, settled up 0.4% higher coming in. And what remains in focus are the tariff threats at this point. But speaking